Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ananya and this is Thoughtful Creation 27, and here today we are going to make a velvet scrunchie. So let's get into it. So we do not need a lot of supplies. To start a scrunchie, you'll need velvet yarn since it's a velvet scrunchie, and this yarn is a bulky 5, and a ponytail holder or a rubber band. You can find a thinner one or a broader one like this. For this I am using a 5mm hook, and you'll need a darning needle to weave in your ends. Now we'll take our rubber band and our yarn and tie a knot, leaving a little tail here. Tie a knot on the rubber band with the yarn. Just one simple knot, and now we will pull up a chain so that we can attach our hook. So we will take our hook and keep it underneath the rubber band, yarn over, pull the yarn underneath the rubber band like this, pull up a loop and yarn over again and pull through this loop. So now we have attached our hook and yarn to the rubber band, and this is not counted as any stitch. Now we will do a total of 35 single crochets all around the rubber band, and if I need more I will tell you why. So let's do single crochets. To do a single crochet, you will put your hook underneath the rubber band, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through both the loops. Like this you will do 35 single crochets all around your rubber band. If your rubber band is a little larger than mine, or you are seeing you still have gaps after you have done 35 single crochets, you can easily do more. So I have done 3 here right now. I will do a couple of more. And yes, if you just keep on doing single crochets, all of them won't fit. So to do that, you have to push the stitches you just worked and continue making single crochets all around, so that when you pull your rubber band like this, the rubber band should not be seen too much within the stitches. So the more stitches you have on your rubber band, the less it is likely to be seen underneath the stitches. There are 25 single crochets. I pushed my stitches while working twice. Now to fit 10 more single crochets, since I'll be doing 35 on my rubber band, I will push these stitches again, squeeze them tight, and then do 10 more. I have 35 single crochets on my rubber band, and you can see when I'm pulling it, all these stitches which are too much cinched so that it's becoming a curve, we can just pull it a little and even them out, not too much though. Now we can start doing our double crochets for the ruffles. Before that, this is our last stitch, and you can find your first stitch here. And since it's a velvet yarn, it's a little bit difficult to see the stitches. If you are more than comfortable with making the scrunchies with velvet yarn or any other project, you can do this easily. But to see the first stitch, it's just here. So this is our first stitch. You'll be able to see it on your rubber band much more easily. So we'll slip stitch our last stitch on the first with a normal simple slip stitch. We will put our hook through the first single crochet we did, yarn over, pull through, and pull the same loop with the last stitch. Now we have slip stitch. We'll chain 2 and this will count as our double crochet. And in the same stitch we did our slip stitch, we'll do 2 more double crochets. You have to feel the stitches and do the double crochets in each of the stitches, since it can be a little bit hard to see the stitches. So to see the next stitch, you just have to pull your yarn a little bit, and you can see that this is in the corner our next single crochet. So we'll do 3 double crochets there. In the same stitch, our second single crochet. Now we are going to repeat this all around, doing 3 double crochets in each of the single crochets. Now let's do one more double crochet in the next stitch, and to see here you can see this bump here. This is our next stitch, so we'll yarn over, insert our hook in the next stitch, yarn over again, pull through 3 loops on our hoop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So this is our first double crochet. We'll do 2 more in the same stitch. So like this we'll continue doing 3 double crochets in each of the stitches, and you will see the ruffles forming on their own. So I'll meet you after I am done with all the double crochets, and I will show you how to slip stitch. Now you can see the ruffles are starting to form, and as you go about you can find that the stitches are curling up on each other and can be difficult to see the single crochets. So when you do the next stitch like this, just push these double crochets here and you will be able to find your next single crochet to do your next 3 double crochets. So I am at the last stitch of my scrunchie. So this is where we started with the slip stitch, and this is our last stitch. Let's do 3 double crochets. Actually I have 2 stitches left, so as usual some stitches are hidden under the double crochets we do, so you pull your double crochets and you will see a hidden stitch here. Anyway, so I have 2 stitches. Let me do 3 double crochets in each. And I have one more. Now you can see this is the gap. This is the last double crochet set I did. Now you can see this is our chain 2 we did. On top of that we will just insert our hook on the top loop and then yarn over, pull, and then pull this loop through this one to do a slip stitch. And we will leave about a little bit of tail to weave in, and pull the yarn, tighten the knot. Also, while doing the weaving, at the start you can weave this end while doing your double crochets. I forgot to do that, but right now let's weave in our two ends. First is the one which we started with. So this is, we'll take the needle and like this in the bottom loops weave in our ends 2 to 3 times. So that it's weaved in and secured. You can see these loops running in your double crochets. We will cut the excess yarn. Now weave in our longer tail. To weave in our longer tail, we finished it like this, and we take our needle through this first loop, underneath this first loop like this, so that now on this side you don't even know that there is a slip stitch done. We turn our scrunchie and through these loops we will weave in our tail. These are the back loops of your double crochet, so that the weaved in is not seen on the other side, which is considered as the front side. You can weave it one more time if you want, and cut the excess yarn. So, and our scrunchies is done. You can see the ruffles here, and to make it less ruffly you can do single crochets in each stitch, 3 in each, or if you want to make your scrunchie even more roughly and make the ruffles more longer, you can do treble crochet. The thing is, in treble crochet it will take more yarn, in the single crochet it will take less yarn even than it takes in the double crochet. I find doing double crochet is the best because it's not too big, not too small, and well, looks super cute. So here's your scrunchie. I hope you liked this tutorial, guys, and found it useful. I also have a written pattern. You can find it in the description in my Etsy shop. So if you want, you can also check that out, and I will see you in the next vlog. Please subscribe to my channel if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and bye guys.